Miss Martin Muses. Welcome to Miss Martin Muses, where we muse upon what makes me laugh, makes me cry, makes me happy, makes me sad, or just really ticks me off. Today, we're going to talk about something that makes me very happy and at times makes me cry. And it also makes me a bit sad, but then it makes me happy again. It is the fairy tale Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast is my personal favorite fairy tale. I loved it since I was a little girl, and I had one of those little cassette tapes narrated by Burl Ives that I would listen to over and over again. Just loved it. But what is it about Beauty and the Beast? The reason why Beauty and the Beast is so exceptional, in my humble opinion, is twofold. One, it addresses so perfectly the difference between internal and external beauty. And also, it contains a protagonist, Belle, who is not perfect and has to change. In other words, well, at the end of the story, the Beast has a physical transformation, Belle has an equally and not less dramatically internal transformation. The first major written version of Beauty and the Beast was authored by Madame de Villenueve in 1740 and published in a ladies' magazine. Villenueve presents a fascinating portrait of Belle as a character. She is the youngest daughter of a wealthy merchant with 6 brothers and 5 sisters. When her father's business fails due to misfortune, the family is uprooted and forced to live as peasants in the countryside, performing the grueling work that accompanies this lifestyle. After the move, Belle is introduced into the story. She too experienced the disappointment of losing their comfortable lifestyle, but in contrast to her sisters, who remained bitter and spiteful, Belle responded with, quote, perseverance, firmness, and a strength of mind beyond her years. She made up her mind to the position she was placed in and decided not to long for their old life. Villeneuve's final description of Belle mentions that she is beautiful. This is nearly a passing reference, clearly indicating that it is not her physical appearance that gives Belle her beauty, but rather the aforementioned qualities. Another definable characteristic that separates Belle from other fairy tale heroines is that the author emphasizes Belle's superior intelligence, having received, along with her sisters, a formal education. She is especially talented in music. Belle uses these skills to adapt to her new circumstances. Because she chooses to be happy rather than wallow in misery, her sisters feel that she is flawed. The writer points out that this stems from jealousy and that, quote, every intelligent person sees Belle for who she is and prefers her to the others, unquote. This implies that those who mock her spiritual strengths are quite the opposite. Once Belle is established as having the strength of character to overcome adversity, she begins her journey to romantic love when she asks her father to bring her a rose. In symbolism, the rose equates beauty with the pain present in its thorns. Hence, the rose foreshadows the trials and sufferings which the characters face. A rose is also connected with passionate love, especially when it is red. Belle's request to her father unwittingly puts in motion her transformation from a young lady who is passionately good to one who passionately falls in love. True to his promise, her father, having stumbled upon the beast castle to take shelter, picks one rose from the garden. Then the beast appears to accuse him of stealing and threatens to put him to death. Belle's father pleads for his life, mentioning his family. The beast agrees to the father's safety in exchange for one of his daughters. The only stipulation is that she must come of her own free will. Of what the father and the reader are unaware is that this is a situation set up by the beast's very own fairy. The beast is not being cruel to the father, nor is he inclined to kidnap young ladies. He has been cursed by a jealous fairy that was refused by the beast. In revenge, she made him into a monster unable to express his intellect. The only way he could be restored was to have a woman agree to marry him of her free will. The beast was advised to make this ultimatum on Belle's father because the good fairy has herself picked Belle as the woman who would be suited to break the curse. Belle does succeed, but not without a great deal of personal and spiritual trials. Upon arriving at the beast's castle and finding that she was to be left alone all day, she recognizes that she is in danger of suffering from melancholy. Hence, she chooses to stave that off by looking to improve her intelligence and talent. Lucky for her, the Beast Castle is a beautiful place full of wonders and enchantments that entertain Belle. Besides the obligatory and magnificent library, there are enchanted monkeys to wait upon her, not to mention other magnificent exotic animals. She has several magic windows that she can see out into the world, viewing fairs and even the opera. She is provided with instruments in which she can perform her music. The only time she meets with the beast is at dinner, where the conversation is dull and always ends with an awkward proposal from him. This is disconcerting for Belle because he's a beast proposing marriage to her, but also when she refuses him, he is so sad. But pity is not enough to compel her to marry a beast. Every night, however, Belle has happy dreams where a handsome prince comes to her and with whom she finds stimulating and intelligent conversation. She begins to fall in love with this dream prince and always looks forward to bedtime so that she can be with him. As pleasant as their time spent together is, now and then the prince chastises her for refusing to look beyond what she sees physically. He is pointing out that Belle still has a certain snobbery which prevents her from perceiving the beauty in the beast's soul. This is due to the fact that she is focused on his looks and poor intellect. The reader guesses at once that the prince is the beast visiting Belle in his true form through the venue of a dream. She is also appeared to by a beautiful woman who gives her the same message. Partly due to these interactions, Belle becomes more sympathetic and fond of the beast, gradually seeing the good qualities in him. When the beast allows Belle to make a visit home, she is late returning. She finds the beast near death. Seeing him in this state, and faced with the thought of losing him, she realizes that she loves him. She refreshes him with water. She is able to revive him. And the next time he asks her to be his wife, she agrees. Immediately, cannons go off and fireworks burst in the sky. This celebration goes on for some time, and then the beast takes leave of her. Belle, used to this routine, is not concerned and merely retires to bed. In this dream, she tells the prince that she is going to marry the beast. And not surprisingly, the prince is completely okay with that. When she awakens, she sees lying next to her on a couch the prince. It is then that she realizes this is the beast transformed. I find it a little bit interesting that they are sleeping together, but not together, revealing in a discreet manner that Belle and her prince are not only in love, but also passionately lovers. This is where things get a bit complicated. A golden carriage pulls up, carrying none other than the beast's mother. And she's not too happy at the idea that her son, the prince, is going to be marrying just a commoner like Belle. Luckily, the good fairy shows up to say, it's all okay. Guess what? Belle's not a commoner. She's actually her niece, the daughter of her brother. So, yay, the mother of the beast is very happy that Belle is of noble birth. I will just overlook the fact that this makes Belle and the beast first cousins. And there is much rejoicing, a big, huge wedding. Belle and the beast are given a magic chariot to travel anywhere they want all over the world. And of course, they live happily ever after. So there you have it. That is the 1740 version of Beauty and the Beast. Let me know in the comments what you think about this version or what you think about Beauty and the Beast in general. And as always, let me know what I got right and let me know what I got wrong. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great day and be certain to not be deceived by appearances.